Grayson County's run in the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic continues tonight as they take on an unfamiliar opponent coming all the way. Making a trip of over 150 miles is the Blue Jackets from Nicholas County. South Warren awaits the winner in the championship here tomorrow night. But we're going to have a great game, 32 minutes to decide who will face them. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den for the final game of day 2 of our coverage of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic here on K105 and also via K105 at Digital Productions. Sam Gormley here with you today. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in as this is the Locker Room Show on K105. Coming up on the Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both the Grayson County Cougars, who defeated Glasgow last night, and the Nicholas County Blue Jackets, a very unfamiliar opponent for if you're a Grayson County fan. But then again, I could probably say the same thing that if you're a Nicholas County fan tuning into our broadcast, you're probably wondering, Grayson County, what do we know about them? So we're going to try to introduce you to both these teams. We'll, of course, talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Travis Johnston, give you the starting lineups and more as that comes up and more right here as this is the Locker Room Show right here on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches, ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Nicholas County about ready to get underway. Nicholas County Blue Jackets enter with a record of 6-5, 1-0 in the 38th district as they come all the way from Carlisle, Kentucky, 152.3 miles away from Grayson County High School. This team, it starts with the junior guard Wyatt Clark. He's averaging just under 17 points a game. He's going to shoot it a lot, 17.3 shots per game from the field. The big man in the middle, 6'4", 210. Preston Blake, the freshman, shooting 54% from the field, 10.2%, or 10.2 points per game, leads the team at 7.4 rebounds per game. And then you throw out there a shooter, Peyton Hatton, the 8th grader, 8.5 points, 2.2 rebounds, shooting nearly 37% from three. It's really the perfect trifecta for a team that you want. You've got a good guard who can score. You've got a big man who can rebound, and then you've got a guy that can shoot. It's that three-headed monster that Grayson County's going to have to find a way to slow down in this game. The other thing that Grayson County's really going to have to look at is slowing down Nicholas County on the boards. The Blue Jackets entered this game at 3rd in the state in rebounding, behind only Louisville Eastern and Jenkins. So the Jenkins is a school in Eastern Kentucky. They average 38 rebounds a game. This team is going to pull them down with the best of them. And then you top that off with they're a good defensive team as well, 31st in the state by allowing just under 55 points per game. John Michael Wrights is the head coach for Nicholas County. He's in his 4th season with a record of 30-67. He was previously the head coach for the Demons of Williamstown High School. We'll take a break. Introduce you to the Grayson County Cougars after this, as this is Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County and Nicholas County just about 15 minutes away from getting underway here from the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley back here with you. So welcome in the Nicholas County fans that might be joining us as well, making the 150-plus mile trip. For those that didn't make the trip, we welcome you. Invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or maybe you found us on K105 as well. It's a great way for you to join in, and we appreciate you taking the time. And if maybe you're in the area rewatching this and you've come to Grayson County, definitely welcome to the area. We hope you enjoy your trip and come back. Maybe when it's, I can say a little bit warmer. Today I think I haven't been outside pretty much all day because we've been inside the Cougar Den. Temperatures in like the mid-50s, so it was nice, especially with what we had to deal with last week. And if you ask me, I don't want that ever again. It was way too cold. But again, that's not the point that we're trying to make here. Grayson County had the win against Glasgow last night. Jack Logston had another big game for the Cougars. Grayson County now 4-7 on the year. They snapped that 3-game losing streak against the Scotties in the win last night, 60-48. And again, they crossed that illustrious 60-point mark. Again, when Grayson County scored 60 points in the Travis Johnston era, 34-3. That'll get it done. That's a pretty high percentage of winning. And only one of those losses actually came in regulation, and that was last week against a really talented Caverna team. The players you'll need to know, it starts with the birthday boy, River Blanton. River celebrating his 18th birthday today. I'm sure we'll mention that again throughout the broadcast. River averages just about 14 points per game. He had his 500th career rebound against Adair County. He enters 35 points away from 1,000, so we'll keep an eye on that as the broadcast does continue. Jack Logston averaging just over 13 points a game. He had the 16. He's playing really, really well right now. Probably his best basketball as a Grayson County Cougar. Other players you need to know, Braden Childress, Caden Hanshaw had a big game yesterday. Zach Bratcher been coming off the bench playing some more minutes as well. Cougar coaching staff is Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, Daryl Meredith, and Mike McClintock, and the head coach is Travis Johnston. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often. and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Wormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. Coach, thoughts on last night against Glasgow after going back, kind of thinking about it?
Thought we really competed in the second half. Our defense was a little bit better than I originally thought. Most of their points ended up coming off turnovers and getting easy layups on the other end. We still got some things to shore up as far as our man-to-man goes, but defensively, you hold a team under 50 points, that's usually pretty good. Offensively, we got to push it more. We got to get out. That's how we scored our first 10 points, basically, and that's how we built the lead. So we got to get out and run more, and we just can't have those mental lapses like we did there in the second quarter where we give up 18 points and we only score not very many. I can't remember what it was. So we got to shore those things up, and it's just little things, though, that I think we can get shorn up pretty quick.
As a coach, how do you watch film for a tournament like this, even more so because you're hosting the tournament where you're kind of having to be a host as well as a head coach of playing the games?
Good assistance. Coach Hill's been in there watching film ever since the start of the Bullet Central and whoever they played, Glasgow today, a little bit before that too. So him and Coach Matt kind of take each other, or take one team, they'll take the other. Coach Hill kind of does both too, just because he likes to watch the games and stuff, and then obviously me, Coach B, and Coach Meredith kind of do the eye test. I don't write a lot of things down, but you just got to have a good staff and good assistants, which I do.
Jack has been playing some of his best basketball over these last couple of weeks after kind of having a slow patch there, which is kind of to be expected in your second year. How does he take the next step?
He's got to get a little bit tougher around the rim. He gets his hands on so many balls. Offensive rebounds, he's a really good offensive rebounder, but then a lot of times he's stiff when he goes up instead of being strong and going and taking it on the way up. So he's got get a little bit stronger there, which again he's an 8th grader, so it's kind of expected. And but he has to be a guy that takes quite a bit of shots for us, and I think he's starting to understand that and trying not to have moments to where you don't notice he's on the floor.
We talked about it a little bit last night, but your team probably knows absolutely nothing about Nicholas County as far as the place, the school. They couldn't tell you. Maybe they know that they're blue, but that's probably about it. What do you, though, know about them, and what have you learned about them over these last 24 hours?
The big kid's really big, really strong, physical inside. You have to keep him off the boards. They got a good shooter that stays out on the wing and a pretty good knockdown shooter, and their guard's really good, and he gets in the lane. He's very aggressive on defense, getting breakaway steals for layups, and they have a lot of energy. They have a lot of energy on the bench. They have a lot of energy from the coaching staff. So they bring it. They're a really small school, but they have an excitement about playing. So we got to match their energy level first, and And then from there, we got to make sure we keep 20 out of the lane.
How do you move on to the championship at the same time tomorrow?
Rebound. If we limit them to one shot, I think they're fourth or third in the state in rebounding, I think, total rebounds. And a lot of them's offensive rebounds, and that's how they get several of their points. So we got to keep them off the glass, make sure we limit them to one shot, and then when we do that, I really think we can push it in transition and get some easy buckets that way.
Coach, good luck. More here coming up in the locker room show after this.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, love you always.
Everything I do
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Blue Jackets from Nicholas County. Junior guard number 00, Lincoln Morris. He averages 9 points a game. Senior guard number 5, Jordan Banks. He averages over 2 points a game. Junior forward number 14, Jacob Hatton, 5.5 points. The leading scorer, Wyatt Clark, gets the start. He's number 20, averaging just under 17 points a game. And Preston Blake, the big man in the middle, 10.2 points, 7.4 rebounds a game. Once more, that lineup: Morris, Banks, Hatton, Clark, Blake. Starting lineup for the Grayson County Cougars now. Senior guard number 3, Brayden Childress, averaging just over 6 points a game. The 8th grade guard, Caden Hanshaw, he's averaging just under 7 points a contest. River Blanton averages 14.1 points per game. Jack Longston at 12.8, and Dylan Horn at 2.1. Once more, that lineup: Childress, Hanshaw, Blanton, Longston, Horn. Assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnson, Darryl Meredith, Mike McClintock, and the head coach Travis Johnston. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education. If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil.
Grayson County and Nicholas County about ready to get underway, as getting ready to turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton for the starting lineups. Grayson County with a record of 4-7, Nicholas County with a record of 6-5. The winner plays South Warren tomorrow at 7. The loser plays Greene County tomorrow at 5. We'll turn it over to Brian Payton, public address announcer, for the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grayson County High School for Game 8 of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. This game will feature the Grayson County Cougars and the Nicholas County Blue Jackets. Let's meet the starting lineups first for Nicholas County, starting at guard, number 20, Wyatt Clark. At guard, number 3, Peyton Haddon. At forward, 00, Lincoln Morris. At forward, number 14, Jacob Hadding. And finally at the other forward, number 52, Preston Blake. Nicholas County is coached by John Michael Reitz. And now the starting lineups for the Grayson County Cougars, starting at guard, number 3, Brandon Childress. At guard, number 10, Caden Henshaw. At guard, number 32, Jack Logston. At forward, number 23, River Blanton. And at forward, number 44, Dylan Horn. And the head coach for Grayson County is Travis Johnston.
That's the starting lineups for both teams as it's time for basketball in Litchfield. The Grayson County Cougars and the Nicholas County Blue Jackets, the first all-time matchup between these two teams. Your officials, Brian Robinson, Ben Stamper, and Sean Williams. Should be a great matchup between these two teams. Winner faces South Warren in the championship game. The loser will face Greene County in the third place game at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Sam Gormley with you on the call. It'll be Jack Logston to jump against Wyatt Clark. Sean Williams, the official, throws the ball in the air, and we are underway. The opening tip almost knocked out of bounds. Dylan Horn has to jump up high to grab it, and Grayson County's going to get the basketball. They snapped their 3-game losing streak with a win over Glasgow last night as they work from right to left on your radio dial. Wearing the home white jerseys with the navy blue numerals. Inside to Blanton. Blanton on the right side, too hard. Logston's there to clean it up. Quickly double teamed on the left block, looking for help. Goes up with a shot, gets the roll. On the inside, Jack Logston gets the first early points. Grayson County strikes first. They lead 2-0. Leading scorer for Nicholas County, Clark, has it. For the Blue Jackets, they defeated Bullitt Central yesterday. Pulled away towards the end of that contest. They're 6-5 on the season, coming from the 38th district and the 10th region. Out front, Clark pulls up a deep straightaway three, way off to the left, rebounded by Blake. He's stripped, goes up, and he's fouled. And free throws will come for Preston Blake. Foul's called on Caden Henshaw. His first team free throws. He's shooting 63.6% from the charity stripe. 2 free throws coming for the freshman, big man. His first free throw is up, and it is off the back of the iron just a little bit too long. Preston Blake comes from Nicholas County lore. His mom is Kim Denkins, 3-time All-State performer at Nicholas County High School. She led Nicholas County to 2 Sweet 16 appearances, and they won it all in 1993. She was the MVP of the 1993 Sweet 16, going on to play college basketball at the University of Kentucky. You can't tell the story of Nicholas County basketball without mentioning Kim Denkins. In fact, she's probably the first name that you mentioned. The second free throw is good by Blake. Grayson County's got it. Inside, wide open, Logston, right block, he's there to finish it, and Grayson County has Jack Logston with all 4 of their points. They're on top 4-1. 6:40 left here in the first quarter. Left wing spinning it around to the far side. Ball fake made by Banks. He loses it on the way up, stolen by Logston. Logston falls down, keeps the dribble, knocks it off to Blanton. Blanton spins down the left lane, tries to flip it off in reverse. Can't get the roll. Morris is there to pick up the rebound for the Blue Jackets. Up the far side of the floor. Clark lowers his shoulder, fade away in the lane. Shot's not there, tapped off rebound into the hands of Logston. Ends up picking it as Blanton thought Logston was going to get it. Logston thought Blanton was going to get it. Logston ends up taking it coast to coast. Can't get the layup to go. Rebounded on the inside by Banks. Banks off to the left wing. Lowering the shoulder, coming in. Shot off the right side. Not there for Morris. Blanton gets the rebound. The Blue Jackets are cold to start. Grayson on top 4-1. 5:55 left here in the opening quarter. Blankson on the right wing. River Blankson celebrating his 18th birthday today. Big happy birthday shout out to him. Hanshaw in between the circles. Left wing, Horn to the free throw line. Childress lets the defender go by. Childress down the right side, misses the layup. Rebounded on the inside by the Blue Jackets. Weaving through is Hatton. Hatton in the game. Euro step, flips it up at the rim. Hatton gets the basket. And it's 4-3. Nicholas County brings it to within one right now. Travis Johnston calling for his team to slow down just a little bit. In between the circles, the senior point guard, Braden Childress, has it for Grayson. Off to the right wing to Hanshaw. Hanshaw out front to Horn. Horn had a great game yesterday. 3 left wing by Logston. It's no good, but Logston is fouled by Preston Blake. For Blake, that is his first and the team's first. And Jack Logston, the 8th grader, is going to get 3 free throws. Logston, a good free throw shooter yesterday. He was 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and he makes that first one today. John Michael Wrights, the head coach for the Blue Jackets, not happy with his freshman big man Preston Blake for coming out and fouling in that range. Second one for Logston, nothing but nets. He's got 2 of his first 3, the third one coming for Logston. Takes one dribble, 8th grader lets it fly. All 3 of them good for Jack Logston. He has all 7 of Grayson County's points. And the Cougs lead 7-3, 5:06 left to play here in the first quarter. Morris gets it off to the far side, gives it to Hatton. Hatton straight away into the near quarter to Morris. Morris drives near baseline on Logston, goes up, shot, rattles in for Lincoln Morris. Morris averages just over 9 points per game. 6 foot 165, the junior guard for the Blue Jackets. Out front, 8th grader Hanshaw's got it. 2 8th graders in the starting lineup for Grayson. At the left elbow, out front to Horn. Horn swings it off to Logston in between the circles. Logston drives down the left side, gets up, throws up an off-balance shot. Not there. Horn there to clean it up and finish it on the right side. First Grayson County player not named Jack Logston to serve. Inside to Blake. Blake spins it around over top of Horn. It's an air ball into the hands of River Blankson for Grayson. The Cougars looking to push. Blankton spins around at the top of the key. Blankton inside to Hanshaw, but the pass is deflected and knocked out by Blake for Nicholas County. Grayson County will keep the basketball on the far side of the floor. 4:09 left here in the opening quarter. Grayson County leads Nicholas on the inbounds. Logston 3 right side, not there. Long rebound chased down by Childress on the left side. Childress to the free throw line to Blankton. Blankton now going to back it off, being chased backwards. Blankton drives down left side, goes up with a shot. It's not there. And an offensive foul is going to be called on River Blankton on the drive. Nicholas County has tried to take a couple of them on Blankton. That's the first one that they were successfully able to do. For Blankton, that is his first and the team's second. 3:58 left here in the opening quarter of play. Grayson County on top, 9-5 against Nicholas. Coming up the near side of the floor come the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets ranked 31st in the state in total defense by averaging only 54.8 points allowed per game. Inside the lane, spinning shot. Off balance, and Hatton couldn't get it to go in. Rebounded by Blankton. Blankton off the Horn on the far side of the floor. Horn spins in the lane, shots up good. Dylan Horn's got 4, and the Cougs are up 11-5. 3.5 left here in the opening quarter. Driving in is Clark. Goes down the lane, off balance shot. It's not there. Logston's got it. Here comes Grayson with numbers. Logston drives in, shots up, no good, and a blocking foul is going to be called in the interior on Nicholas County to be whistled on Lincoln Morris. His first, team's second. More free throws coming for Jack Logston. He just hit all 3 of them after being fouled on a 3-point attempt. Sub will wait to come into the game. It'll be Wyatt Simons at the next stoppage of play. And 2 Grayson County subs, Camden Brothers and Landon Haycraft will also come in. But after this first free throw from Logston, it is good. Simons into the game for Nicholas County. He's averaging 2.2 points, just under 5 rebounds a contest. You've got the defensive specialist, Landon Haycraft, in for Grayson, along with Camden Brothers, who's averaging just under 5 points a game. Logston makes the other one there, and he has got 5 free throws made, 9 points for the game. It's 13-5. Grayson on top of Nicholas, 3:15 left to play in the first quarter. Morris out front, swings it off to the left wing to Peyton Hatton. Peyton Hatton at the left elbow, spins it around out front. Blake. Blake will take the three straight away. Blake will make him pay. Blake makes his first three of the season. He had been 0 of 1 before that one, and the big man makes him pay. It's a 5-point game now at 13-8. 2:53 left here in the opening quarter. Brothers with the left hand out front, Blanton. Blanton inside to Haycraft. Haycraft swings it to Logston. Three near side, in and out. There to pick it up is Blanton. Put back not there. Second chance not there, and he's fouled. And River Blanton, the birthday boy, to head to the free throw line. Peyton Hatton picks up the foul, his first, team's third. River Blanton to the free throw line. It's been a struggle this year. He's under 40%. He was 1 of 2 yesterday, and both of the free throws yesterday, that first one short, looked better. Because when River has missed this year, he's sometimes missed way off to the left, way off to the right. He's been dealing with an arm injury. The question is if that has been hampering why his free throw percentage is so low. Both of those free throws were short. He misses them both. Rebounded by the Blue Jackets. 2:35 left here in the opening quarter, 13-8. Grayson on top of the Blue Jackets of Nicholas County. Into the near corner, Blake. Off to the right wing to Clark. Grayson County's done a good job on him. He has not scored. He dribbles it off his foot. He's able to run it back. And now John Michael Wrights delivers the call. He's going to try and just dribble some isolation for him. Said they give it off into the near side, Morris. Morris in on Logston, falls down with it and walks with it. He tried to drive down the near baseline and just took an extra step when he did so and ended up falling on his rear. 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Grayson leads Nicholas 13-8. Logston at the logo. Jack's been able to do whatever he wants to start off in the game for Grayson. 9 points. Left side, and Horn gets fouled and body checked into the Nicholas County bench. And Dylan Horn is not necessarily a guy you want diving into you. I'm not sure who the Nicholas County player he has his warm-up on. And the biggest thing is that's the second foul on Preston Blake, team's fourth. Dylan Horn takes one for the team there and gets body checked into the line. Left wing Logston on the inbounds. Ball fake, pulls up, back into the corner to Horn. Horn back now to Logston. Logston to Horn. Horn into Blanton on the left block, who's quickly triple-teamed outside Logston. Three, count it. Jack Logston's got 12. The Cougs lead 16-8, 90 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jack Logston having himself a quarter. Right wing. It's a new player into the game, Jesse Jones. He loses the ball. Horn's got it, throws it in the middle to Blanton. Blanton spins around, dumps it off to Logston. Logston can't finish. Rebound goes out of bounds off, though, of Nicholas County, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Hayden Robinson into the game for Grayson in place of Dylan Horn. Robinson, not the biggest guy on the floor, but he will pull down some big rebounds. Logston to trigger. Out front to Haycraft, who bobbled it. He'll take the three straight away after bobbling. It's off the back of the iron there for the rebound. Chase down long, Logston in the far corner. Logston drives down the far baseline, floater with the right hand, not there. Robinson rebound. Bounce pass outside to Logston. Logston spins it around, out front to Blanton now with 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Grayson County on top, 16-8. Ball knocked out of bounds by Clark for Nicholas, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. What an athletic rebound by Jack Logston on the far side of the floor. A game to start. They're going to go 5-out look, now running some motion. Logston slaps it back now to Haycraft with 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 4-round-1 look with Brothers. Brothers has it at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Logston in the corner. Robinson, three, up, in and out. Rebound on the floor, picked up and pulled down by Clark, and Clark immediately finds the guard, Watkins, who's into the game. Into the near corner, Jones. Jones drives to your baseline, dumps it off on the interior. Morris gets around the defender and lays it in on the right side. 18 seconds and counting to play in the first quarter. It's 16-10. Grayson County on top by 6. Logston, free throw line, jumper in transition, too long. Rebounded by Nicholas County with 10 seconds. Up the near side of the floor, and it's a double dribble. Jesse Jones, I think, thought that there was less time on the clock, and he kind of hesitated for just ever so slight of a second to look up at the clock. And I think he was trying to make the decision whether to keep going or heave one up at the buzzer. He realized that there was still 8 seconds and took the extra dribble because of it. 7 seconds left. Logston's got it straight away here in the first quarter. He drives down the left side, goes up with a shot with the right hand. It's good. And is the basket good or is it an offensive foul? It's an offensive foul called against Jack Logston. His first, team's third. Horn comes in for Blanton, 2.4 on the clock. Braden Childress comes in place of Jack Logston. Good substitution there by Travis Johnston. No point in having Logston pick up a second foul with only 2.4 left here in the first quarter of play. Morris to trigger in, throws it into Jones. It's off his hands, out of bounds with 1.3 on the clock. Grayson's got it at the half-court line now. They will get a chance at a shot. I was curious if Johnston was going to put Logston back into the game or Blanton. He will not. His two leading scorers on the bench. Horn in, throwing it away. Childress has it, not going to get a shot off. At the end of the first quarter of play, Grayson County leads this one 16-10. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Grayson County on top 16-10 as we start quarter number 2 here from action. What a great first quarter of play. Jack Logston with 12 first quarter points to lead the way for Grayson. But Nicholas County just staying in the game as the Cougars really haven't gotten much other than from Logston. It'll be Blue Jackets ball to start here in the second quarter. Morris spins around in the lane over top of Horn. Can't get the roll. Logston there to pick up the loose board for Grayson. Logston into the far corner to Childress on the right side. Childress into Horn. Horn back off to Haycraft on the right side. Man-to-man defense here for Nicholas County. Off to the left wing to Logston. Spins it around into the near corner to Robinson. Robinson drives in, loses it on the way in. Loose ball picked up. Hatton's got it. That's Peyton Hatton with the ball, the 8th grader. He's a good three-point shooter. If he wants to let it fly, Morris spins at the left elbow. Now comes down the right side on Horn. Throws up a flip shot, and it's good. Lincoln Morris has gotten 6 points. It's a 4-point game now. It's 16-12, 7:08 left to play here in the first half. Throwing a pass Logston before he took the three. Caden Hanshaw and River Blanton re-enter for Grayson. Hayden Robinson and Landon Haycraft will take a seat for Grayson. You got Childress, Hanshaw, Blanton, Logston, and Horn on the floor for the Cougars. 6:58 left to play here in the first half of play. Great game here from Grayson County High School. Winner will face South Warren tomorrow in the championship game of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. Down the left side, Morris goes up with a shot. It's there, and he's fouled by Horn. Morris has got 8 points. He'll go to try to make it 9 for Horn, his first, team's 4th. Morris, a 66% free throw shooter on the season as a team. Nicholas County about 62%, pretty average. Free throw is too long. Blanton picks up the loose board for Grayson County. It's a 2-point game, 16-14. Grayson County on top, but Nicholas County sticking in this one. They're trying to advance to tomorrow night's championship. Out front, Horn takes one dribble into the near corner to Logston. Logston into the left block to Blanton. It's directed right back, though, into the hands of Nicholas County. Weaving through comes Watkins. Hands it off in transition to Morris, who flips a wild shot up. It's not there. He gets the rebound. Put back good. Lincoln Morris has 10 points. And it's 16-16, a run for Nicholas. Hanshaw in transition. Can't get the layup. Rebound saved inbounds by Hanshaw. It bounds around, and finally Nicholas has it. Moving down, Hatton in transition. Peyton Hatton throws up a shot, not there as he ran right into Dylan Horn. Blankton up the far side of the floor. Here comes River Blankton, spinning down the right lane, flips it up, good! Blankton on the right side. Blankton gets his first basket on his birthday. And ironically enough, on his 18th birthday, he makes it 18 points for Grayson. And they lead 18-16, 5:45 left to play here in the opening quarter of action. Left wing Clark. Out front, now to the volleyball line to Anthony Watkins. Watkins almost had it picked in his pocket, picked by Hanshaw. Off to the left wing, a three is up, off balance, not there for Peyton Hatton. He shoots almost 37% from three. That one was not there. Hanshaw at the free throw line. Into the near corner, Logston, 18-foot jumper, near side's an air ball. Long rebound, out of bounds, off of Hatton for Nicholas. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 18-16, Grayson getting on top, 5:17 left to play here in the opening half of play. It'll be Childress to trigger from the far corner. Into Logston. Logston will do a handoff pass now. Braden Childress to set it up as he comes down here towards the near side. Cougars slowing down just a little bit. Looking for help is Childress out front to Logston. Logston will take the straightaway three, and he'll put it in. Jack Logston, 15 points in the first half of play. Cougs lead 21-16. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Interior pass knocked back by Blanton. Into the hands of Wyatt Clark. Three straight away by Morris. That's off to the right. Blanton with another loose board. It's stripped and taken away, though, by Nicholas. Shot from 10 feet on the near side is there for Peyton Hatton. 30-second timeout taken on the floor by Nicholas County. It's 21-18, 4:39 to go in the first half. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
It's been the Jack Logston show for Grayson County and the Lincoln Morris show for Nicholas County. It is Grayson County on top 21-18 as those two players have combined for 25 points in this game. If I can do math correct, that's 25 of 39. And at this point, I'm not sure if I can do math. 21 plus 18, I think that's 39. I think I did the math correctly there. Give it into Caden Hanshaw for Grayson. They have the ball out of the quick timeout by John Michael Wrights. Hanshaw is trapped. Gets it inside to Blanton. Slaps it off to Logston. There's one more for Jack Logston. The press break works to perfection for the Grayson County Cougars. Up by 5. 4:20 left in the first half of play. Right side Clark. Bounce pass on the interior. Horn tried to take it away. Wasn't able to. Driving in. Free throw line jumper. Not there for Clark. Rebounded by Blanton. Blanton weaving through. Bounce pass inside to Childress on the right block. He's stripped on the way up. Loose ball. Saved in at first by Nicholas. But instead of throwing it to one of his teammates in the game, he threw it to one of his teammates on the bench. Childress will come out. Zach Bratcher into the game for Grayson. Bratcher had 4 points yesterday. Had 10 points in the last game at Ohio County, though, last week. Logston lets the defender go by. Out front, Horn. Horn to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton crosses it to Bratcher on the right side. Inside to Logston on the right block. Logston off to Horn. Horn fades it off the glass. Not there. Horn gets his own rebound, though. Horn around the defenders. Shots up. Not there, but he'll go to the free throw line after being fouled on the inside by Nicholas. It's called on Jacob Hatton. His first, team's fifth. Dylan Horn to the line. He was 1 of 2 yesterday, which brings him to 4 of 9 on the season. First one for the senior, nothing but net. Horns up to 5 points. Robert Blanton comes in after talking to his head coach, Travis Johnston. Looks like taking Jacob Hatton for Nicholas County. He's headed down to see the trainer right now. Hopefully he's okay. Horn misses the second free throw. Blue Jackets get the rebound. In transition, they give it back now to Hatton. Hatton out front to Blake, who's back into the game with 2 fouls. Something to keep an eye on, the freshman big man, 6'4", 210 pounds. That's a storyline to watch. 3 left side is short by Hatton. Rebound on the floor by Nicholas. They give it into Blake. Blake off the right side. That one's not going to fall. Logston picks up the loose ball for Grayson. Logston up the far side of the floor for Grayson County. Gets a screen from Horn. Straight away off to the right wing to Bratcher. Bratcher inside to Horn. Pass knocked out of bounds, though, by the Blue Jackets. Lincoln Morris re-enters the game for Nicholas County. Coming out in his place is going to be Wyatt Simons. 3:02 left in the first half of play. 24-18. Grayson leads Nicholas. Out front to Horn. Horn to the right wing to Logston. Inside to Blanton. Back now to Logston on the right side. Catch and shoot. 3 short. Rebound tapped by Bratcher into the hands of Preston Blake for Nicholas County. They're going to set it up here at the logo. Dylan Donovan. That was Andrew Watkins running the point. Left wing Wyatt Clark guarded by Hanshaw. Clark, their leading scorer, is yet to score in this game. Spinning down the lane, Morris. He's been doing everything for the Blue Jackets. Outside, inside, blocked out of bounds by Horn. Watkins drove in along Horn. Horn had 1 block yesterday, gets 1 here. Braden Childress comes in. Caden Hanshaw will take a seat. 2:26 left in the first half of play here from Grayson County High School. 24-18. Bounce pass into the near corner. Interior pass knocked around and taken away by Horn. He'll slap it off now to River Blanton, who's going to run the point here for Grayson County. They missed Childress, who was wide open on the left block. Blanton was working slow and didn't see him in time. Left wing Blanton gets a screen from Horn. At the free throw line, crosses it to Childress. Great feed from the big man Blanton. Bratcher on the right side. Back off to Childress. Travis Johnston didn't like what he saw, so he going to have his team reset it up. Left wing Horn, inside to Blanton, cuts down, reverse layup there off the feed. What a play. Dylan Horn finds his friend and teammate since he was 6 years old, River Blanton. And Grayson County's expanded the lead back to 8 now at 26-18 as we approach about 90 seconds left here in the first half of play. Right side Watkins. Handoff pass knocked around. Lowering the shoulder, getting in. Shot off the right side is there. Wyatt Clark gets his first points of the game with 1:21 left to play here as Braden Childress quickly moves. His shot in the lane is good. Grayson immediately looked to push. Nicholas didn't get back on defense in time. Cougars going to make you pay in transition with that every single time. Free throw line extended jumper not there for Clark. Rebound on the floor picked up by Morris. He goes up, blocked by Horn, but a foul is going to be called. Travis Johnston thought it was all ball. For Horn, that'll be his second and the team's 5th. Lincoln Morris to the line. 0 of 1 on free throws in this game. He'll have 2 coming here. That one hits off the back of the iron and misses. Camden Brothers comes in place of Dylan Horn. .8 seconds here in the first half of play. Grayson County switching up where everybody's standing on the free throw. Second one comes. It is up for Morris. Off the back of the iron. No good. Camden Brothers pulls down the loose board for Grayson. An outlet pass to Bratcher on the right wing. Thought about taking the 3. Lets the defender go by. Thought about it one more time. Into Brothers. Brothers off to Blanton on the right side. River Blanton gets it. Beautiful pass from Camden Brothers to find River Blanton. It is 30-20. 40 seconds to go. Cougs up by 10 points. Out front, Wyatt Clark. Guarded by Braden Childress. Maybe Nicholas appears that they're going to hold for the final shot of this game, or rather of this half. John Michael Wrights looks on. His dad, Mike Wrights, legendary coach in the 10th region. He's in the 10th region Hall of Fame. Blainton steals the ball with 10 seconds. Blainton down the left side, flips it up there. Shot's not good, but he's fouled. On the left side, free throws coming for River Blainton. Watkins picks up the foul, his first, team's second. Blainton to the line to shoot 2. First one with 6.8 is short. Lucas Pierce set to check in for River Blainton if Blainton can make it. Second free throw for Blainton, not there. It's a lane violation. It was no good anyway, so it doesn't matter. Lucas Pierce will come in place of River Blainton. You can tell that arm must be bothering River. I know River's also dealing with a little bit of a stomach bug as well. And that'll do it. 5 seconds to go. Lowering his shoulder as Clark pulls up 3. Transition right side, not there. Brothers gets the rebound. And that's the end of the first half of play. Grayson County leads Nicholas County 30-20. We'll come back. Jump into the halftime show after this. Is Grayson County on top? This is Cougar basketball on K105.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Cougars lead the Blue Jackets of Nicholas County 30-20 at the half. That was a really good first half of play. I mean, I was very entertained. I mean, it was exciting. On both sides of the ball, pushing up and down. That was a lot of fun. Grayson on top 30-20 at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, run down the scores from around the region. We'll run down the scoring for the first half of play here and more. And we'll get you ready for the second half of action. Again, your score at the half, it's the Grayson County Cougars 30, the Nicholas County Blue Jackets 20. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
$700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone.
I really do appreciate the fact that they take us
Seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars lead the Blue Jackets 30-20 at the half. We'll try to see if we can't run down a quick score or two from around the region. But first, we can give you an update on the scores in the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic from today already. As it's been, again, just another great day of basketball. Game one saw Davis County and Clinton County. Davis County was up by double digits at some point in that game, but the Bulldogs come back winning on a Cohen Davis basket with 2.5 seconds left to win 53-51. Game two saw Glasgow hang on against Bullitt Central 64-59. That was a final. Game three saw South Warren come back from a double-digit deficit 65-56. And then again, our score is 30-20. Grayson County leads Nicholas County at the half. A couple other scores, see if we can't bring you as we scroll through. Owensboro Catholic, that is Lexington Catholic, has beat Lyon County. I saw Catholic in my numbers, and when I hear Catholic, I obviously think Owensboro Catholic, and then that's two different Catholics. Owensboro Catholic and girls basketball did beat Webster County 71-38. That was a final score. And we'll try to see what else we can't find here. I know Owensboro and boys basketball handled McLean County earlier. And Owensboro and girls basketball picked up 2 wins. Girls basketball, defeated Marshall County in overtime down at Allen County, Scottsville today. Those are some of the scores from around the region. Come back, run down the scoring for the first half of play after this, as it is Grayson County on top, 30-20. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Cougs lead Nicholas 30-20 at the half, running on the scoring from the first half of play. First for Nicholas County, 10 points for Lincoln Morris, 4 each for Preston Blake and Peyton Hatton, 2 for Wyatt Clark. For Grayson County, 17 for Jack Logston, 6 for River Blanton, 5 for Dylan Horn, 2 for Braden Childress. Nicholas County, we have their stats for shooting stats thanks to our head statistician, Mr. Zach Newton, the legend of LaRue County. As he is, Nicholas County shooting 61.5% from 2, 20% from 3, 1 of 5 on free throws. As Morris is 5 of 2 on his 2-pointers, but Clark only 1 of 4 from the field in the first half of play. That's going to have to change for the leading scorer for the Blue Jackets. They want to come back. But here's the thing about this Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. Every single game that there's been a big lead, there's been a big comeback. And I would not deny same thing will happen today. Second half's next. Cougs up 30-20. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC.
When caring for a family member concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County's got the ball to start the second half of play. Now working from left to right on your radio dial. They lead 30-20. Jack Logston has it as he drives down the right side, dumps it off to Blainton on the left side. There's an assist for Jack Logston. River Blainton's got 8 points. Jack Logston's got an assist to go along with his 17 first half points. That leads all scores. As Grayson County really was turning on the 8th grader, and he was doing everything that they wanted him to do. Morris passes down to the right side, and a basket is in for Jacob Hatton. It's his first points of the game. Both teams get quick buckets to start here in this third quarter of play. Hanshaw, an outlet pass to Logston. Logston drives in, met at the rim, but makes it on the left side. Logston's got 19, 6 off of his career high of 25 points. Grayson County leads by 12 points, 7:08 to go. Driving down the right side, shot high off the glass, isn't there for Nicholas. Long rebound tapped off and into the hands of Blainton for Grayson. Cougars have numbers. Blainton slows down though and waits for help. Fires down to the left block. Childress wide open, lets the defender go by. Childress gets the bucket on the left side. Childress has got 4 points. Grayson County leads by 14, 36-22, 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Left side. Driving down into the near side, met at the rim, but the basket not there, in and out for Clark. But Horn can't corral the rebound on the inside, and it goes out. The winner of this evening's game will go on to face South Warren in the championship game tomorrow evening. The loser will face Greene County at 5 o'clock. Into Blake. Blake from 10 feet, right side, nothing there, nothing but net there for Blake. He's got 6. Grayson still leads by 12 points. Travis Johnston, his team trying to win their second straight game and improve to 5-7 on the year. Bounce pass into Blainton at the left block. Outside to Childress, drives in, might have been fouled, no whistle. Hanshaw gets the ball back, tried to save it in bounds, but threw it right into the hands of Blake. Blake drives down the left side, losing the ball, bouncing around like a pinball on the inside. It's still loose. And I think we're going to have a jump ball that's going to give the ball to Nicholas. Nicholas County making the trip here. School in Carlisle, Kentucky. Not that anybody cares, but my little brother went to summer camp in Carlisle, Kentucky, and I spent a night there as well at Camp Carlisle. Sure, our Nicholas County fans know exactly where I'm talking about. Camp Carlisle, the 4-H camp. They're a really nice place. I remember I was there a long time ago. Not sure really what River Blainton talking with Sean Williams, the official. Not sure what the conversation was about. Knowing Sean, though, he's a really nice guy. It could have been something very positive. Inside the lane, shot by Blake, not there. Rebound out of bounds off of Blake. 36-24, 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Grayson County with a lead. Caden Hanshaw in between the logos. Now backs it off to the far side of the floor. Loses it, gains it back after a hand in on it, and we're going to have a double dribble called on Caden Hanshaw. Nice defense by Wyatt Clark to not give him an inch. 5:41 left in the third quarter, 36-24. Grayson County on top by 12 points. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. The final game of day 3 of our coverage. Driving down the far side. We're going to have a little touch foul called against Grayson County. Be called on Caden Hanshaw. That is his second, team's first of the second half of play. It'll be Morris to trigger from underneath. Into the far corner. Now on the inside, Hatton spins around with the right hand, gets the roll. Jacob Hatton gets the basket. He's got 4 points in this quarter. Grayson's now, as Nicholas is going to bring up the defensive pressure. Grayson usually does a really good job against pressure. They did not yesterday against Glasgow, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Travis Johnston. 5:12 to go in the third. Grayson leads 36-26. Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County leads 36-26 as we start quarter, as we have 5:12 left to play here in the third quarter. Travis Johnston taking the timeout there after Grayson, as we talked, really for the most part has had good success against pressure this season. Yesterday against Glasgow, not great. Nicholas County was bringing pressure there and kind of sped the Cougars up, and Johnston took the timeout before things got worse. See if Nicholas keeps up with that pressure and what Grayson County will do with it. Childress in the lane, he's fouled. Can't get the roll on the shot, but free throws will come for the senior Braden Childress. Foul whistled on Wyatt Clark. His first, team's first. Braden Childress to the line, and I think we're going to have some sweat on the floor. Jason Kincaid going to get out there and clean it. Ryan Key's manager trying to race to get out there as well, and he realizes that he's been beat. It's just the speed wasn't there for Ryan Keys that time. His dismount, he was too far away. It's a disappointing finish there for Ryan Keys. 2 free throws coming for Braden Childress. It goes in and out on the first free throw. Usually, Ryan is ready at any moment with that mop. He wasn't that time. Second free throw by Childress. It's missed. He misses them both. Rebounded by Blake for Nicholas County. Clark on the left wing. Cougars now going with zone pressure. Trying to speed up Nicholas County of their own. Still stolen here by Blanton, and a frustration foul on Peyton Hatton. He made the bad pass, and you'll see that often where a player will just take out some frustration and a mistake of his own on the other team. 4:47 left in the third quarter. Grayson County on top 36-26 against Nicholas County. Hanshaw drives down, fakes the pass off. Too hard off the back. Rebound on the floor, bounces around. Morris comes down with it for Nicholas. Out to the far side of the floor. An outlet pass inside, taken here by Hanshaw. The 8th grader immediately turns, looks to push to Logston on the left side. Logston avoids the pressure, misses. There's the reverse layup on the rebound for River Blanton, putting it in. Blanton's got 10. Grayson leads 38-26. Blanton only had 9 last night. He was a little disappointed, I know, from what I'd heard about that performance. He's got 10 here today, playing much better. But here's the thing, those 9 points, he also had 11 rebounds. Shot from the right elbow, way short by Blake. Horn gets the loose ball. Blanton was doing the other things on the floor yesterday, and he's been doing that a lot today. Multiple assists, multiple rebounds as well. Hanshaw at the logo. Pass knocked and taken away by Clark. Clark down the right side. Reverse layup not there. Rebounded by Blanton. Blanton goes up. He's going to be fouled. A reach-in foul going to be called on Jacob Hatton. For Hatton, it'll be his second and the team's third. Into the game for Nicholas County, Andrew Watkins. 3:35 left here in the third quarter. Grayson leads by 12 points. Blanton down the right side, bodies up. Kiss off the glass is there for River Blanton. Blanton had 6 in the second quarter. He's got 6 in the third quarter. The big man's got 12 points in the quarter. And Grayson leads 40-26. 3:15 to go. Wild shot thrown up by Hatton. It's not there. Logston picks up the ball. Logston drives down, spins it off. Outside free throw line to Horn. Lowers his shoulder, gets the hoop on the left side. Dylan Horn makes the basket. Horn's got 7. Grayson leads 42-26. Timeout taken by Nicholas County. It is going to be a full timeout taken by John Michael Wright. Not happy. Oh, is it 30-second timeout? I thought he said full. He has 3 timeouts remaining after that timeout. Nicholas County, as we mentioned, in Carlisle, Kentucky, some notable people. Thomas Metcalf. It is a full timeout. I thought I saw him described for full. They are going to change it to a full timeout. Could take a little bit more time in going over this. Notable people, famous people from Nicholas County include Thomas Metcalf. He was the 10th governor of the state of Kentucky, and a guy by the name of David Rice Atchison. If you're wondering, okay, should I know that name? Well, maybe not, but he has the distinction of being president for one day. So how that worked is, long story short, is Zachary Tyler was about to be inaugurated, but Inauguration Day was on a Sunday, and he felt, no, I can't get inaugurated on a Sunday. That shouldn't be a thing, so we're not going to do that. So he waited and wanted to push that back to the Monday. The previous president, though, left anyways that Sunday. So there was one day where technically there wasn't president of the United States. Well, there was no cabinet, so if you go down the line of succession, the only person that was still in office was the Speaker of the Senate, so the Senate pro tempore, David Rice Atchison from Nicholas County. So he technically was president for one day, even though it's not in the history books or anything. If you asked him, and I think on his grave I read, it says president for one day, and I respect it. Out of the timeout, a shot from 18 feet, nothing but net for Wyatt Clark. Only his 4th point of the game, and if you're Travis Johnston in Grayson County, you do not want him heating up. Grayson's got the 42-28 lead, 2:27 to go. Childress into Haycraft on the left side. Haycraft! Landon Haycraft's got 2 points, his first points of the game. Grayson's able to run whatever they want on offense. Travis Johnston has to be very happy with that. Man-to-man now again for Grayson. Spinning down the lane. Clark, right side. There it is with the right hand. Wyatt Clark's one of those guys that can straight up lose his mind. In transition to the right wing, Blanton drives down the right side, shots up, and an offensive foul is going to be called on River Blanton. That'll be his second and the team's second. And that was a good call. Blanton lowered his shoulder going into the player. Official Ben Stamper right there on top of it. Got some more sweat on the floor. Trying to clean it up with his shoes. Tell you what, that spot on the floor, I'm not sure if there's like a little dip or something, because it's almost like water just pools right there. Because it doesn't really happen as much on the left side of the basket. Oh, Trainer Scott was going to get the mop out, but nope. Right before he was going to get there, they said we're good. 1:45 to go. 44-30. Cougs on top of Nicholas County, school from the 10th region. Morris on Logston, goes up, flips it up around Logston, shot's not there, tapped off and into the hands of River Blanton for the Cougars. Blanton up the near side of the floor. Blanton lowers his shoulder and he's going to be fouled from behind by Morris, his second, team's 4th. John Michael Wright delivers a call to his team. I wonder if we're going to see a switch in defense. Blankton to trigger from underneath of his own basket. Throws it up high to Horn. Horn to the near side to Logston, down to the right block to Blankton, inside to Horn. Horn goes up with a shot, and it's blocked by the rim, and a foul, though, is going to be called. Free throws coming. It's called on Jacob Hatton, his third, team's fifth. Dylan Horn to the line, 1 of 2 in this game. 2 coming for the senior. It's up, in and out. Camden Brothers will come in for Dylan Horn if Horn can put this one in. Caden Hanshaw will also come in if Horn makes it. He does not. Rebounded by Morris. Horn misses both free throws. Free throw woes continue for Grayson. They're 0 of 4, and they've missed their last 6 free throws. Morris lowers his shoulder, gets in the lane, throws up the shot. Not there. There to clean it up, though, is Blake on the right side. Blake has 8 points. It's a 12-point game now. Into the middle goes Horn. Horn off in transition. Down to the right side to Blankton. Shot's no good, but he's going to be called for an offensive foul. Grayson County fans did not agree with that call on River Blanton. 1:01 to go in the third. 44-32. Grayson County on top against Nicholas County. Coming down the near side. Almost walking with it. And throwing it away. Loose ball. Wogston knocks it off, and it's picked up on the floor by Nicholas. Wide open down to the right block to Blake, and he's fouled by Horn. Horn came in late to recover on defense. For Dylan, that'll be his 4th. Team's 4th. To the line will be Preston Blake. 63.6% free throw shooter. The first one is there. Hayden Robinson comes in place of Dylan Horn. Probably a good substitution here by Travis Johnston. With 43 seconds left in the third, you just want to keep things safe and don't want to push anything. Free throw there, rattles in for Blake. It's a 10-point game, 44-34. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And knowing what I know about Travis Johnston, unless you get a good high percentage shot, I'd imagine he's holding for the final shot here, especially when you're up by 10. To Logston at the left elbow. Back out to Haycraft with 23 seconds here in the quarter. Now they're going to back it off. Zone pressure now coming from Nicholas County with 15 seconds. Haycraft up at the top of the key looking for help. Finds Hanshaw with 10 seconds. Hanshaw's got to get around, throws it off, and a pushing foul is going to be called on Nicholas County. It'll be called on Andrew Watkins, his second, team 6. So the next foul will be free throws for Grayson. 9.8 on the clock here in the third quarter. 44-34. Hanshaw straight away, loses the ball. It's taken away by Morris with 3 seconds. Morris spins around down the lane. The shot at the buzzer, not there. 44-34 at the end of the third quarter. Grayson County leads by 10. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Grayson County on top, 44-34. We start The final quarter of play. River Blanton's got 12 points for Grayson. Jack Logston has 19. Dylan Horn was 7 to lead the way for Grayson. Wyatt Clark started to heat up down the stretch, but it's been Lincoln Morris and Preston Blake that have led the way with 10 points apiece for the Blue Jackets. To the right elbow, Blanton inside to Haycraft. Haycraft dumps it off to Horn, who wasn't ready for it. It slaps off his shoulder, goes into the air. Picked up by the Blue Jackets, who immediately push down the near side of the floor, working from right to left in their all-blue jerseys. Off on the right side, pulling up 18 feet, in and out goes the shot from Clark. Long rebound, chase down, and it'll go out of bounds off of the Blue Jackets. Andrew Watkins, it goes off of him as the official pointed, and he was pointing towards Watkins at first. And he was pointing towards saying it would have been Nicholas Ball, and I got a little confused, but he was pointing towards Watkins is what I learned. That was kind of the case for the hesitation. Haycraft at the right side, out front to Childress. Pulls up, free throw line, jumper there for Braden Childress. He's got 6. Grayson up by 12, 7-10 to play in the fourth quarter. We have seen many double-digit leads evaporate here in the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic all week. Driving down over into the far corner. Wyatt Clark, free throw line, pulls up, in and out, it pops. Logston gets the loose ball for Grayson. Logston immediately looking to push. Right up the middle goes Logston, fires a pass down to the left block to Childress. Childress in the lane, shot, not there. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Morris. Morris, an outlet down to a wide open Clark. Clark lets the defender go by, and Clark gets the basket. Wyatt Clark's got 8. Nicholas County going to have to start getting some more stops on the defensive end if they want to come back. Left wing Childress lowers the shoulder out front. Logston, 18-footer, good. His foot was on the line by Jack Logston. He's got 21 points. Nicholas has had no answer for the Grayson County 8th grader. Slowing down, crossing the timeline is Andrew Watkins. Watkins lowers his shoulder, kicks it out front to Clark. Clark double team to Haycraft, inside to Blake. Blake finishes on the left side. Great pass from Clark to find the freshman Blake. Got some of the young guns that have been showing up on both of these teams. The freshman Blake for Nicholas, the 8th grader Logston for Grayson. Childress to the right elbow, Blanton spins it around from 10 feet on the right side, not there. Logston gets the loose ball, spins it around, shot in and out. Jacob Hatton gets the loose ball for Nicholas County. Bounce pass over to the far side. It's Clark working. He goes down towards the far side, loses the ball, keeps the dribble going. Outside, spinning it around. 10-foot floater near side, not there from Blake. He gets his own rebound after it bounces around, loses it, gains it back inside the lane. Morris can't get it. Horn gets the rebound. We're going to have a foul called, I believe, on Blake. For Blake, that's his 3rd. Team 7th. And we have a foul coming. It's going to be 1 and the bonus. Sean Williams talking with one of the assistant coaches for Nicholas County, explaining what he saw on that foul. Dylan Horn to the line, 0-2 or 1 of 4 in this game. Free throw for Horn, 1 in the bonus, good. (49-38). Horn's second free throw is there. He makes them both. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. It's a full timeout. 5:16 to go. Grayson leads 50-38. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Travis Johnston takes that full timeout. 5:16 left to go in the game. Cougs lead 50-38. Jack Logston and River Blainson have both played phenomenal in this game. River Blainson celebrating his 18th birthday today. Sure want nothing more than pick up a win here. So we want to thank Owensboro Health for sponsoring all of our coverage this week. Make sure to visit them for all of your medical needs. So they're the reason we've been able to broadcast so far 8 games via K105 Digital Productions on the K105 YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss any of the action. Nicholas has it out of the timeouts. 5:13 to go. Grayson's got the 50-38 lead. Losing the ball, and a touch foul is going to be called at the top of the key. Called on Braden Childress. It's only his first, team's 5th. It'll be Lincoln Morris to trigger from underneath of his own basket. Scans once, scans twice. Gets it in on that pass to Jacob Hatton. Hatton in the near corner. Picks up his dribble, looks for help, and finds it straight away to Watkins. Watkins at the logo. Right side, Morris. Man-to-man defense for Grayson. In the far corner. Inside, shot off the right side. The basket is good by Preston Blake. Blake heating up in this game. He's got 14 points. It's back to a 10-point game. 50-40. 4:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Childress at the logo. 5-out look for Grayson. Childress drives in. Floater inside the lane. In and out. Rebounded on the floor. We got a couple players slow to get up on both teams. Appears that they're both okay. A deep right wing 3 is good for Wyatt Clark. He hits a deep 3, and I think we're going to stop and try and clean up some of the perspiration. Ryan Keys getting out there to clean it up after both players hit the deck, and this is a dangerous moment here for Grayson County. 4:21 to go. But here's the thing, you don't need to panic. You're up 7 points. Just deep breath, we're good. It's probably what Travis Johnston's telling his team right now. Teams have made comebacks in this tournament all week long. Into Childress. Takes one dribble, spins it around from 10 feet near side. Shot not there. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds off of Grayson. They double-teamed Watkins on the inside. And ended up being knocked out of bounds by Grayson. 4 minutes left. Nicholas County has a 7-point deficit at 50-43, under 4 minutes to go. Spinning it around on the right side. Off to the left side. Haycraft gets his hand in on it and steals it. Haycraft with a fast break down the right side. What a strip. In transition, the ball is knocked off by Andrew Watkins. Haycraft had one man to beat. It was Watkins. And Watkins ends up knocking it out of bounds. Childress to trigger from underneath of his own basket. Scans once, scans a third time, and that's 5 seconds. A turnover is going to give the ball back to Nicholas. This is a big moment in this game. Clark's got it. Gets a screen. Thought about pulling up from straight away. Driving down, spinning it around with a left hand off balance. Hatton can't get it. Rebound bounces around. Blanton's finally got it, and a foul is going to be called from a player on the floor. It was on Hatton, Jacob Hatton. That's his 4th. Team's 8th, River Blainson to go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. He's 0 of 3 in this game. .331 to go. Kira pin drop, free throw short by Blanton, rebounded by Nicholas County. 3:20 to go. Grayson County leads 50-43. Clark spins it around down the left side, lowers his shoulder, gets it up, throws up the shot. It's not there. Horn gets the rebound. An outlet pass to Childress is tipped and taken away by Nicholas. Not a good decision by Horn to try and give it off. Clark drives near baseline on Horn. An offensive foul is going to be called. Great positioning from Dylan Horn on the inside for Wyatt Clark, his second, team's ninth. Grayson will shoot 2 free throws for the remainder of this game on the next foul. 50-43, 3 minutes to go. Grayson up 7. Trying to clinch away this win. Right side Blanton. Pass knocked around and taken away by Hatton for Nicholas. Turnovers down the stretch for Grayson County. Morris in between the circles for the Blue Jackets. He drives down, shot off the left side, can't get it to go in. It doesn't roll in. River Blanton pulls down the rebound for Grayson County. He's going to slow down. Cougars got to break the timeline. Logston does at the logo. 2.5 to go. Grayson leads by 7 points. Blanton loses it, and a foul is going to be called because he lost it. It is called on Andrew Watkins, his third, team's 10th. 2 free throws coming for River Blanton. The senior with 2 huge free throws in this game. The first one is good for Blanton. His first made free throw of the game. He had missed his first 4. Mr. Spirit is now in the building. Second chance coming for Blanton. It's short. Rebound tapped off by Logston into the hands of Horn. And then Horn is fouled. Free throws will come for Dylan Horn. For Hatton, that'll be his 5th. He'll foul out of the game with 4 points. Back into the game, re-entering will be Andrew Watkins. Horn. Grayson has the 8-point advantage. Horn trying to give him a bigger advantage. First one. Off the back of the iron. Horn can't put it in. One more will come, though, for the senior. Grayson leads 51-43, 2:23 to go. It's up, and it's good. Horn makes 1 of 2. Grayson's up 9. 52-43, 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Off to the right wing. Out front, Haycraft in on the passing lane, saves it at first, but it does go out of bounds. What an athletic play, though, by Landon Haycraft to go diving after the ball. Almost saved it from going out. 52-43, 2:10 to go. Breaking the timeline. Spinning it around out front. You've got to imagine that this ball's going to get to Wyatt Clark. Clark gets around Haycraft. Shot, floater from 7 feet, not there. Logston gets the loose ball for Grayson, and he is fouled by Clark. Jack Logston, the player that Grayson would want to send to the line, is going to the line. Clark, his 3rd foul. And team in the double bonus. 2 will come for Jack Logston. He's got 21 points. Only 4, though, in this second half. Free throw is up and good for Jack Logston. Logston now 6 of 6 from the free throw line in this game. Second chance is good. Logston makes them both. Grayson County has the lead. 54-43, 1:45 to go. The Blue Jackets need a bucket. It'll be Lincoln Morris straight away. Off the left wing to Watkins. Watkins at the free throw line, corrals around, fades it inside, knocked out by Horn. They tried to get it on the interior to Preston Blake, but Horn was right there to smack it out of bounds. Minute 32 to go. Lincoln Morris to pass in. Scanning once, scanning twice, gets it in to Blake. Blake on the left wing, picks up his dribble, throws it out front. Clark gets a screen, pulls up a deep left wing 3, nothing but nets for Wyatt Clark. He pulls it in, a huge deep 3, timeout taken on the floor by Nicholas County. It is a 30-second timeout with 1:21 to go. The Cougars lead 54-46. We want to invite you to join us tomorrow as the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic continues in coverage here at Grayson County High School. Game 1 will feature Davis County against Bullitt Central. Game 2 will feature Glasgow against Clinton County. Game 3 will feature Greene County against the loser of this game. And the final game will pit the South Lawrence Spartans against the winner of this game. It's 54-46. Grayson on top by 8 with 1:21 to go. They're trying to make themselves be the Grayson County took the runner-up in South Lawrence tournament last year for the holiday tournaments. Dylan Horn will pass in. He can run the baseline if he chooses to. Gets it into Logston. Logston double-teamed and fouled. Got a couple new players in the game for Nicholas County. Right, the foul was called on. It's called on the number 11. We don't have on our roster. It's his first. Jack Logston to the line. He will shoot 2. If he makes these both, he would match his career high. And that first one is good for Jack Logston. Landon Haycraft re-enters. Caden Hanshaw comes out. 1:19 to go. This would make it a 10-point game. Logston gets the shooter's roll. It's a 10-point Grayson County lead, 56-46, 1:18 to go. Up the far side of the floor. Give it to Clark. Clark on the far side of the floor. He pulls up a 3 from the volleyball line and puts it in. What a 3 from Wyatt Clark. He's got 3 in the quarter, 11 points in this quarter. And now a foul's going to be called. Blanton will go to the free throw line after being fouled by Lincoln Morris. That is his third. With 1:02 to go, it's a 7-point game. Wyatt Clark had 2 points at the half. He's got 15 in the second half, 17 for the game. Blanton shooting 2. First one, no good. 1:02 left. It's 56-49. Blanton trying to bring it back to an 8-point game. It is good. He gets the shooter's roll. 57-49, 1 minute to go here in today's game. Nicholas County trails by 8 points. Hatton straight away. Takes it off to the near side. Poked away by Childress. Diving after it is Haycraft. It's going to fall off of Haycraft. It's going to be Nicholas County basketball. 50.4 seconds to play. 57-49, Grayson County. Give it into Wyatt Clark. Clark backs it off. Gets around the defender. Dumps it in the inside. Goes right through the legs of Preston Blake. Caden Hanshaw immediately checks into the game, as will that number 11. Owens is number 11. He was the player that fouled last time. Got to find a way to get this into Logston's hands. He immediately gets it. He's double teamed and fouled. 42.1 seconds on the clock. It's called on Owens. His second. Jack Logston to the line. If he makes one of these, it'd be a new career high for the 8th grader. Our director tonight, Jaden Kinney, called it in the pregame. He was expecting a big game from Jack Logston, and Logston has delivered a new career high as he makes the first free throw, 26 points for the 8th grader. Second one coming for Logston to make it 27 points. It's short, rebounded by Haycraft for Grayson. Outside to Logston with 38 seconds to go. Grayson County leads by 9 points. Logston's going to be fouled one more time. Jack will go back to the line where he's made a living today. He's 10 of 11 from the free throw line in this game. He had made his first 10. First one, no good, and he's missed his last 2. Jesse Jones re-enters. Preston Blake comes out. 58-49. Grayson trying to make it a 10-point game with the free throw from Jack Logston. It is good. Shooter's roll there for Logston. 59-49. 10-point Grayson County lead. 30 seconds to go. Clark has it. Jump pass inside. Spinning around is Jones. Stripped and fouled by Horn. For Dylan, that'll be his fourth. Team's sixth. 2 free throws coming for Jesse Jones. 60% free throw shooter on the season for Jones. First one is up and good. Nothing but nets for Jones. Hanshaw re-enters for Grayson. Owens re-enters for Nicholas. Grayson County appears to be on their way to facing South Warren in the championship game tomorrow night. It is no good. Second free throw missed. Horn has the rebound. He's looking for help. Finds Logston, and Logston falls down with it. Travis Johnston trying to take a timeout. Is it granted? It is. And now we have a little shoving, and we are going to have a technical foul called, and another technical foul is going to be called. We got multiple technicals coming here, I think, on Nicholas County. We're going to have to see and get this sorted out. There are multiple technical fouls called on the play. I'm not sure if any are on Grayson or if they're both on Nicholas. I believe I saw 2 technical fouls called. The officials are going to have to talk this over, though. There was some pushing and shoving after the play. Free throws are going to come for Grayson no matter what. Let's see what it is. So we had technical fouls here called. Jesse Jones picks up a technical foul. And the other one, I believe, was also on Nicholas County. 24, Jesse Jones. We had that one. And then there was another technical as well called. 32, Aaron Watkins. So 2 technicals called against Nicholas County on the same play. Jack Logston should get 4 free throws here. First one, no good. Just your casual 4 free throws coming in the trip here for Logston. Second free throw, good. He'll have 2 more coming. And Grayson will get the ball, as that's 60 points now for Grayson. And in the Travis Johnston era, when the Cougars scored 60, 34-3. They appear to be moving to 35-3. Logston gets 2 more. First one, no good. I think you can see some of the fatigue is probably starting to check in there for Jack. Second free throw, good. Logston makes that one. We have a timeout, 30-second timeout. No, is it a full? It is a 30, taken here by Travis Johnston. Or did they change it to a full? It's a full taken by Travis Johnston. We'll take it with him, 61-50. Cougar basketball on K105.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County ball out of the timeout. They lead 61-50. They'll get the ball into Jack Logston, and he's going to be fouled one more time by Lincoln Morris. Logston has 29 points. He's going to go back to the line to try and get to 30. And this is 5 years now for Grayson County. Jack Logston, off the top of my head, I believe would become only the third person to get 30-plus points. First one for Logston, not there for Jack Logston. He's still stuck on 29. He made his first 10 free throws. Since that point, he's under 50%. You can tell that the fatigue is just starting to set in for Jack. Second one there. There's 30 points for Jack Logston. A new career high for Jack, 62-50. 15 seconds to go. Morris off to Clark. 3 left side. It is short. Air ball rebounded on the interior. Jones goes up. Shot's not there. Logston's got it, and the Cougs are moving on to the championship of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic with a 62-50 win against the Nicholas County Blue Jackets. Jack Logston was incredible. 30 points, a new career high for the 8th grader. We'll come back, jump into the 5th quarter show after this. Again, your final score, Grayson County 62 and Nicholas County 50. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
I'm William Shatner. I've been around a long time, but I'm truly humbled when I see the real battles our brave paramilitary.
What a win. There's just no other way to put it. It's at Nicholas County, a really talented team Jack Logston, a career-high 30 points. He was incredible tonight, especially in the first half of play. He had 17 points, and on those free throws late, he finishes 14 of 19 from the free throw line. And you could tell he made his first 10, and then goes 4 of 9 to end up. You could tell it was just fatigue was starting to set in for the 8th grader. But what a game. Grayson County will advance to the championship game of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic tomorrow evening. They will face South Warren at 7 o'clock right here on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. The bracket 2 finalized for tomorrow. There's a lot to look at as we keep on moving on. Coming up on the 5th quarter show, run down some scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and talk to the victorious head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. Again, your final score, Grayson County 62, Nicholas County 50. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Cougars advance to tomorrow night's championship of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. Your winners in games today here at Grayson County High School. Grayson County defeating Nicholas County. South Warren coming back to defeat Greene County. Clinton County hit a last-second shot to beat Davis County. And then it was Glasgow defeating Bullitt Central. So your matchups tomorrow, your 7th place game, Davis going up against Bullitt Central. Your 5th place game is Clinton County against Glasgow. Your 3rd place game, Nicholas County against Greene County. I'm interested to see that game. You got two really good scorers between Wyatt Clark and you've got, and now his name is escaping me for Greene County. He's a really talented player, number 23. We were just talking about him a second ago. I'm going to pull up my roster. Blakeman. That's going to be a really good matchup between two guys who can really score the basketball. And then you've got the final game in the championship, Grayson County against South Warren. A really, really talented South Warren team. It should be really exciting to see what that one can entail. Some other scores that I saw come through as we continue on here in our halftime show. Give an NFL score. If you don't want to know the NFL score, then turn your radio off for about 10 seconds. Give you that chance, and it is the Cowboys on top of the Titans 10-3 late in the first quarter. I guess I'm surprised that the Titans even got 3 points. I think they're starting Josh Dobbs. Yeah, that guy. Tonight, the former quarterback for the city near West Virginia. I can't mention that team name. They don't even deserve to be mentioned on these airwaves. That's right. Bengals fan right here. I'll give Jaden Kinney. That's right. We're going to team it up there. We don't mention that team on this airwaves. Grayson County defeats Nicholas County tonight 62-50. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars pick up a win against Nicholas County and advance to the championship game of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. Joined now by head coach of the Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston, and a very special guest as well. Coach, 62-50 is the win, but it starts with Jack, career high 30 points. He very well probably could have had about 33 or 34. I think you could tell in those free throws he just ran out of gas there at the end. But he was, especially in the first half, he was phenomenal.
He was really good, and he's going to have a tougher assignment tomorrow. They're going to put somebody on him that's maybe a little bit more athletic, that's going to get up underneath him. But he's playing really well right now. We were kind of talking about it with earlier with our 8th graders. Caden didn't have a great game today. He didn't play bad. But they're 8th graders, and they're going to not necessarily disappear, but they're going to have off nights. And Jack's starting to get to the point, and Caden will get there too. Jack's starting to get to the point to where hopefully is that he's kind of surpassing that to where he knows he's going to have to put the ball in the hole for us, and is going to have to score for us, and he's not shying away from it.
For Nicholas County, Wyatt Clark, he's a ball player.
Yeah,
he can really fill it up. If I'd have told you, though, that he wouldn't score until the 121 mark of the second quarter, I mean, I thought your defense on him, I mean, a couple of those shots he hit in the fourth quarter, it's just, I mean, what can you do? I mean, a couple of those were 35 feet that some people it would be heaves, and for him, he looked like Steph Curry.
Yep, and it was smooth motion, and we knew how good of a player he was.
And I think you all did pretty good on him.
Yeah, and I thought we did really, really
good. He had a quiet 17.
Yeah, I thought Caden did a really good job on him to start. Of course, he got a couple fouls there and got a little bit less aggressive. Braden did a decent job on him, but Landon was awesome on him, and obviously we know that's what Landon can do, and we told him to face guard and don't let him score, and he still face guards, and he pulls up from volleyball line, and honestly, we were trying to trap him off the ball screens even that high to make him give it up. And I thought Dylan and River were there a few times, and he just made the shots. And I really wish we could extend leads out a little bit like that. I think it was 42 to 26 at one point, and then they went on like an 8-2, 10-2 run. But we did enough to win, and our goal is 50 or below, and we got that again. So we got to continue to make sure we're guarding.
I guess, does that mean the interview's over? I thought that that comeback, though, has kind of been the thing all week long.
Yeah, yes,
Every
game.
almost every single game. And really, and even yesterday for you all, because you were up on Glasgow, and they kind of came back and you all pulled away at the end. But were you happy that your team didn't allow for that comeback in this game? At least, yes, they came back, but it didn't get closer than 6, 8.
I know it was 8. It may have been 6, but I know they got to within 8. I think it was 44-36 or something like that. It may have been more than that.
But around that mark. Were you happy that your team was able to keep that? Yes, they didn't expand it to 16 or 20, but it's not like they allowed them to come back and make it a 4-point game.
Well, we when we got to the free throw line, we didn't go over that many times. And River is, again, he's still laboring with that elbow a little bit. And obviously they knew that, and obviously his percentage isn't very good. But he was coming away 1 for 2 several times. And as long as we can come away with a point, you're going to be able to keep a lead for longer periods of time, obviously. So we were able to come away with at least one most possessions, and I thought we rebounded really, really good. That team's 3rd in the state. They do a great job on the offensive glass, and they had 4 the first half and 3 the second half. So Dylan and River, I think Jack ended up with 12 rebounds or so, River about 14, Dylan 6 or 7, and that's a really good effort by those 3 on the glass.
River, I know between the arm, and I know he's got a little stomach bug as well. Yeah. His birthday today, I mean, I thought he gave you 14 points. But I think the biggest thing is that arm is bothering him. You can tell it is a little bit, but he was still being able to do it on the inside.
Well, he had 14 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 or 6 assists. So
I mean, he almost had a triple-double.
And that's just how good he is and how big of an impact. And that's why teams can't press us, is because he can finish, or I say that, and we do good against pressure because he's our best 2-on-1 decision-maker and passer. And you see how many times he catches it up here on about 25 feet away and makes that pass over the top.
To Dylan once or there was a couple really good passes.
And Braden once, I think, and he just sees the floor really good. And for him to have a game like that, and he was 6 for 10 from the field. I know he was 2 for 8 from the line, but other than that, he was very, very good.
I know she's about ready. Very, very quick. South Warren tomorrow.
Yeah,
what do you
know?
Very quickly about South Warren tomorrow. I mean, Rowe's a good player. Hudson can really shoot it. What do you know? What do you want to see of these next 24 hours?
You can't leave number 11. I know that. Is that Hudson?
Yeah.
Rowe's a very good player. They got a few big kids on the side or inside, and their guard is really, really good. Number 1. Goalie. He doesn't shoot it that great from what I've remember seeing, but he handles the game and he runs the show and controls it, and he's quick. He's a very good defender, great passer, and he's kind of the key for them, I think. So we're going to have to make sure that we keep them in front of us, and then you can't let 0 go off and 11 make some threes like he did tonight against Green County.
Coach, I appreciate it. I think she's ready to roll.
Yeah, she's ready.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to
Mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County a winner tonight against Nicholas County. They play South Warren tomorrow by a final score of 62-50. Right down the scoring of this game. First off, Nicholas County from the field shooting 52.9% on their twos, 40% on threes, 22% from free throws, 2 of 9 from the charity stripe. They were led by Wyatt Clark with 17 points. Clark ends up finishing from the field. He was 4 of 7 on his twos, but he caught fire from 3 in those games, going 3 of 3 on his threes late in the fourth quarter of that game. He finished with 17 points, 14 Preston Blake, 10 for Lincoln Morris, 4 each for Peyton Hatton and Jacob Hatton, and 1 for Jesse Jones. For Grayson County, Jack Logston, a career-high 30 points. Dylan Horn comes away with, I had counted it, and now I stopped counting it for some reason. That's 7, 8, 9. Dylan Horn with 10 points in this game, so he has 19 over these last 2. 14 from River Blanton, 6 from Braden Childress, and 2 for Landon Haycraft. We'll be back here tomorrow for another full day of broadcasts here from the Cougar Den, and a championship will be handed out. It'll either go to the Grayson County Cougars or the South Warren Spartans. You'll be able to hear that game on K105 or watch it on K105 Digital Productions. Coverage of all of the games tomorrow begins at about 12:50. This game on will be Davis County against Bullitt Central. It'll probably be Chase Blaine and Cole Snyder with you on the call for that one. I'm going to wrap up our coverage here from Grayson County High School. I want to thank our K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Alex Cook, and your director was Jaden Kinney. Head statistician was Zach Newton. So for all of them, on a night where Grayson County picks up their second straight win with a 62-50 victory, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.